So welcome to all Google online classes. Yesterday we started motion is plane. In that yesterday we discussed vectors. So up to addition of vectors we completed. And then today we will discuss regarding the vector subtraction. Subtraction of vectors. Vectors subtraction. Vector subtraction can be done with the help of vector addition. Yesterday we discussed about vector addition parallelogram. So what is parallelogram? When two vectors which are drawn from the same initial point representing the two adjacent sides of the parallelogram, then the diagonal drawn from the same initial point will represent the resultant vector which is given by r bar. So yesterday we written the formula for r bar also. So that is given by r bar is equal to p bar plus q bar. This is for adding of which one? So p bar and q bar. Then what is the magnitude of r also written? That is given by root over p square plus q square plus 2 into p into q into which one? Cos theta. Theta is the angle between which one? P bar and q. And also written the formula for the direction. The resultant is making an angle alpha with p bar. Alpha with p bar. Tan alpha formula q into sin theta divided by so p plus q into cos theta. Yesterday we written this. Now how I want to subtract q bar from p bar. In order to subtract the q bar from p bar, so let me call the resultant is s bar. So I can do one thing, that is finding the negative vector of q bar and adding to p bar. So what is the meaning of negative vector? Negative vector of a given vector is also a vector of same magnitude but opposite in direction. So when I calculate the negative vector of p bar, then I will get s bar will become p bar minus q bar. Okay na? So we will apply the same parallelogram. Now this is q bar. So yesterday we called the parallelogram law OAB parallelogram name. Now what I am doing is finding the negative vector of q bar. So negative vector of q bar, this is given by minus q bar, right? Now taking p bar and minus q bar as two sides, let me construct one parallelogram. Then which one will indicate the resultant, the diagonal drawn from the same initial point will indicate alpha. Understood now? So angle between p bar and q bar is how much of theta. When angle between p bar and q bar, this one I will, this one not necessary. Okay now angle between p bar and q bar is theta. So but this total angle is 180. What is the angle between p bar and minus q bar? That is 180 minus theta. So wherever in formula we got theta, now we need to substitute which one now? 180 minus theta. By substituting 180 minus theta, then we will get which one now? So we will get the formula for magnitude. What is the magnitude of S1 is given by S1 magnitude is given by p square plus q square. Same formula in this one. Substituting in place of theta 180 minus theta. So p square plus q square plus 2 into p into q into cos 180 minus theta. Okay now? So cos 180 minus theta minus cos theta. What I get S value given by S is equal to p square plus q square minus 2 into p into q into cos theta. So this is the expression for magnitude of difference of two vectors. If S bar is equal to p bar minus q bar, so S is equal to given by. Similarly, I can also calculate so direction. What is the direction is given by tan alpha. So tan alpha is equal to how much of q into sin theta. So q into sin 180 minus theta divided by how much of so p plus q into cos 180 minus theta. Then what I will get answer which is given by tan alpha is equal to how much of so tan alpha is equal to q into sin 180 minus theta sin theta by so p minus q into cos theta. So this is the formula for finding the direction of the resultant vector. Okay na? So magnitude we calculated, then direction also we calculated. So here and one more important point is a vector can be displaced without changing its direction. So without changing the direction, the vector can be displaced. Actually, in this parallelogram we have seen. So as we consider two vectors are drawn from the same initial point. One is given by p bar, other is given by q bar. So now which one indicates the resultant is given by? So resultant is given by r bar, which is the diagonal drawn from the same initial point will give you r bar. Now if I calculated minus q bar, so I got the diagonal value given by s bar. So therefore I can also write this is P bar means this is also P bar, right? So if I calculate that, so this diagonal will indicate which one now? S bar. Understood now? So one is indicating R bar and other is indicating S bar. So what is the value of R bar? R bar is given by P bar plus Q bar. Similarly, what is the value of S bar? S bar is given by P bar minus Q bar. So by knowing R bar and S bar value, how can I calculate P bar? By adding these two, what I will get? P bar is equal to 1 by 2 into R bar plus S bar. Similarly, so what I will get the answer for Q bar? By subtracting these two. Q bar is equal to 1 by 2 into R bar minus S bar. Understood? So what I will get the answer? Similarly, I can also calculate what is the value of R square plus S square. R square value P square plus 2 square plus 2P2 cos theta. S square value P square plus 2 square minus 2P2 cos theta. By adding these two, I will get so 2 into P square plus 2 square. So what is this pointing? If R bar and S bar are indicating the two diagonals of a parallelogram, such that R bar is equal to P bar plus Q bar and S bar is equal to P bar minus Q bar, then what is the value of P bar value, what is the value of Q bar value, and what is the value of R square plus S square value? Can we calculate now? Okay, so in this way, with the help of addition, so we can able to calculate the vector subtraction. After completion of this vector subtraction, so actually vector subtraction we have many applications are. Before discussing these applications, yesterday we have seen so vector addition is commutative, but vector subtraction is not commutative. Is not commutative. So which one is not commutative? Subtraction is not commutative. That is, so A bar minus B bar is never equal to so B bar minus A bar, because but A bar minus B bar, A bar minus B bar will be equal to so minus of B bar minus A bar. Understood now? So here commutative is not valid. Similarly, vector subtraction not a associative. It is not associative. So what is associative? So that is, if three vectors I consider A bar minus B bar minus C bar, adding of B bar and C bar first, resultant is subtracting of B bar C bar first, the resultant is subtracted from which one? A bar is not equal to which one? Is not equal to A bar minus B bar of minus C bar. So it is not associative, but vector subtraction is distributive. So what is distributive? Distributive of K is any scalar such that K into P bar minus Q bar will be equal to K into P bar minus K into P bar. So these are the laws which are related with the vector subtraction. Okay. So now we'll see applications of vector subtraction, where we come to know this vector subtraction. Most of the very important applications are there which are based on the vector subtraction. So let me have the discussion for that application. Vector subtraction application. Applications of vector subtraction. Generally, already last class in motion is kind line, so we calculate the acceleration. A bar is equal to V2 bar minus V1 bar divided by T. To calculate the acceleration, I need to subtract the vector V1 bar from V2 bar. So here we needed to do vector subtraction only. To calculate the magnitude, so what I needed to know, so magnitude is given by A, modulus of A bar or A will be given by root over, so V1 square plus V2 square minus 2 into V1 into V2 into which one? Cos theta divided by T. So same formula will apply here. Okay. So that is for vector for calculation of acceleration. And the second one where application is for calculation of relative velocity. Relative velocity. This is very important topic for us. What is relative velocity? Relative velocity means when two bodies are moving, maybe one body moving slowly, one body moving fastly. To know, so how much velocity one body moving fastly, that is the second one. or how much slowly one body going than the second one. To know, we can calculate the relative velocity. Relative velocity means the velocity of one body with respect to another body. So let us see the relative velocity. For this relative velocity also to calculate, so we needed a concept of which one? So vector subtraction. Let me consider the two bodies. One is A, other is B. A is moving with the velocity VA bar, B is moving with the velocity VB bar. In the diagram I am showing both are moving in the same direction. But every time they will not move in the same direction. Then the relative velocity of A with respect to B represented by VAB bar. So this is given by what? VA bar minus VB bar. So VA bar of VAB bar is equal to, so VA bar minus VB bar. For example, A and B both are going in the same direction. So then angle between VA bar and VB bar, theta will become 0. Whenever theta will become 0, VAB value will become VA minus VB. Understood? So VA minus VB. Similarly, what is the relative velocity of B with respect to A represented by VBA bar is equal to VB bar minus which one? VA bar. This is the relative velocity of B with respect to which one? A bar. So what is the magnitude of relative velocity given by VAB? VAB modulus or otherwise simply without the arrow. So this modulus value will be given by root over VA square plus VB square minus 2 into VA into VB into cos theta. So we will apply the formula subtraction of vectors where theta is the angle between VA and VB. Similarly, we will get there VBA also. So VA square plus VB square minus 2 into VA into VB into cos theta. Actually, the magnitude of VAB will be equal to magnitude of VBA. Both magnitudes are equal, but directions are which one? Opposite. So VAB bar, can I write it as minus VBA? That is the relation. VAB bar is the velocity of A with respect to B, whereas VBA bar is the velocity of B with respect to A. So in this case, for example, if theta is equal to 0, theta 0 means VA bar and VB bar both are in the same direction. When VA bar and VB bar both are in the same direction, so what is VAB value? So VAB value will be given by VA minus which one? VB. So what is the value of VBA value? VBA value is equal to VB minus VB. So both are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. Similarly, the second case. In the second case, so if theta is equal to, for suppose theta is equal to 90. Theta 90 means how VA bar and VB bar initially both are mutually perpendicular. When theta is equal to 90, what is the magnitude of A, velocity of A with respect to B given by root over VA square plus VB square. Why VA square plus VB square? Cos 90 value will be 0. Then we will get it. Similarly, we will get VBA also. VBA also equal to how much? So VBA is equal to root over VA square plus VB square. Both are equal in magnitude. Clear? Similarly, third case. So in this third case, if theta is equal to 180, when theta is equal to 180, so VA bar and VB bar both are opposite. Both are moving the opposite. So that time what I will get the relative velocity magnitude of A with respect to B given by, so VA bar plus VB bar is equal to. So what I will get root over VA square plus VB square minus 2 into VA into VB into cos 180 value. So cos 180 value will be given by minus 1. Then what I will get VAB. So VAB in this case, the magnitude of VAB and VB will be equal to VA plus VB. Whenever two bodies are moving in opposite direction, the relative velocity will be given by, so magnitude of relative velocity given by VA plus VB. When they are moving in the same direction, VA minus VB. So directly also we can write, whenever the bodies are moving in opposite direction, for motion in opposite direction. The bodies are moving in opposite direction. So what is the formula for relative velocity? A relative velocity of this one A with respect to B. So VAB bar will be given by VA bar plus VB bar. Similarly, VBA bar also equal to, so VA bar plus VB bar. In case of the bodies moving in opposite direction, so VAB and VBA both are equal in magnitude and also direction. Understood? So this is relative velocity. Even this one relative velocity also is based on which one? Vector's subtraction. Further topic continuation also based on this relative velocity. Relative velocity means velocity of one body with respect to another body. Let us see one more concept which is related with the relative velocity. First concept related with the relative velocity. Let us suppose a train is moving. So let us consider. So train is moving with the velocity. Velocity of train with respect to ground. Let me call it as Vt. So on this train, one boy was moving. So boy, the velocity of the boy with respect to train. So let me call it as Vtg bar. So what is Vtg bar? Velocity of the boy with respect to train. Then according to the relative velocity concept, Vt bar is equal to. So relative velocity of boy with respect to train is equal to, so velocity of the boy with respect to ground, Vbg bar minus, so velocity of the train with respect to ground. Can I write down? So that is the general formula for relative velocity. I want to calculate what is the velocity of the boy with respect to ground. That is given by, so Vbg bar is equal to Vbt bar plus which one? Plus Vtg bar. So this is the formula to calculate which one? Velocity of the boy with respect to ground. So that is given by velocity of the boy with respect to train plus velocity of train with respect to ground. So for example, boy is going in the direction of Vtg. If Vbt and Vtg both are in the same direction, that time what happened to Vbg? So Vbg, because theta value will be 0. So that time we will get Vbt plus which one? Vtg. Understood? So notation follow clearly. Vbg, velocity of the boy with respect to ground. Vbt, velocity of the boy with respect to train. Vtg, velocity of train with respect to ground. So this is the formula to calculate velocity of the boy with respect to ground when boy is moving in the direction of train. If the boy is moving in the direction opposite to train, so that time what will get? Vbg. So Vbg will be given by Vbt minus which one? Of Vtg. Vtg. So this is the formula to calculate velocity of the boy with respect to ground. When if the boy is going in a direction opposite to velocity of train. So when velocity of the boy increases, if he is going along the direction of train. When velocity will be decreased, if he is going opposite to direction of train. Understood? So this is in this way we can calculate the relative velocity. After completion of this, let us see one more application, one more concept based on this relative velocity. So that concept is very important concept, which is motion of a boat in a river concept. Okay. Second one. Motion of a boat in a river. In river. So again under these two cases. First case, if the boat is going along the line of river. Boat is moving along the line of river. The second case is boat is moving across the line of river, means perpendicular to river flow. So in this case, let us suppose a river is flowing. So velocity of the water with respect to ground, or velocity of the river with respect to ground, let me call it as Vwg. So what is the velocity of water in the river with respect to ground? Vwg. So in this water a boat is there. So velocity of the boat with respect to water is 1 by velocity of the boat with respect to water Vw1. This was Vw1. So what is the relative velocity concept? Velocity of the boat with respect to water is given by velocity of the boat with respect to ground minus, so velocity of this one water with respect to ground. From this, what is the velocity of the boat with respect to ground? that is given by VBG bar is equal to velocity of the boat with respect to water plus which one plus velocity of water with respect to ground. Same. So we calculated VBG bar. For example, if the boat is moving along the direction in the same direction of VWG, if VBW and VWG both are in the same direction, so that time what will get the formula for VBG? VBG is given by so VBW plus V so W into G. That is velocity of the boat with respect to which one? Ground. When if the boat is going so along the direction of river flow, along the direction of so water is flowing in what direction? In the same direction boat is moving. So that time VBG value will be given by VBW plus VWG value. Okay. Now for example, so for what is the time taken to travel a distance d along the direction of river flow? So time taken is given by time is equal to distance. For example, boat has covered a distance d. If it is flowing along the river flow, so what is the time? Time is equal to so distance traveled by velocity. So velocity will be given by VBG. What is VBG value? T1 is equal to D divided by so VBG value is equal to VBW plus VWG value. VBW plus VWG value. So what is T1? Time taken by the boat to go a distance d. So in the direction of river flow. In the direction of which one? River. For example, if the boat is going in opposite direction, for opposite direction, if the boat is going in opposite direction, so that time what is the formula for VBG? VBG will become so VBW velocity of boat with respect to water minus the velocity of water with respect to ground. Why minus? Because directions are opposite. Similarly, so for example, to travel a distance d in a direction opposite to river flow, what is the time taken will become time is equal to distance traveled by VBG value, which is given by T2 is equal to so d divided by VBG value given by VBW minus VWG value. Understood? So that is the value of which one? T2. This is the formula for calculation of T1 and this is the formula for calculation of which one? T2. Understood now? So for example, a boat is going travels a distance d along the direction of river flow. Again come back so along the direction opposite to river flow. What is the total time taken if they ask? Total time taken if I want to calculate T is equal to T1 plus C. So what is T1 value? D divided by so VBW plus so VWG plus D divided by VBW minus VWG. Questions will get. So calculation of total time taken to go along the direction of river flow and come back. So total time taken values. What are the keys we are discussing is whenever the boat is moving along the line of river flow. So for example, whenever for example suddenly engine of the boat is switched off. So it is off. Whenever the engine of the boat is switched off, then what happens? Velocity of the boat with respect to ground. So it will go with the velocity of which one? Water. Velocity of water with respect to ground. That time what is the time taken is given by time is equal to distance divided by VBG. So which can be also written as D divided by V of W into G1. So when so if engine of the boat is off, then boat will go with what velocity? What is the velocity with which water is flowing? That is the velocity of the boat. So this is the case for calculation of velocity and time. So second case we discuss. This one understood now. So what is the second case? Second case, if the boat is going across the river. Boat is moving across the river. Okay, so let us consider again in these two cases also. First one is to cross the river in a shortest path, to cross the river in a shortest time. First case for shortest path. Already we discussed this in regular classes for shortest path. In order to reach the shortest path. So let me consider the river. The width of the river, let me call it as D. In order to cover, so this is now he is going across the river. So this is a normal route to the river. In order to travel in a shortest path, in order to reach from one bank to another bank in a shortest path, so boat has to go row of the sea by making an angle theta with the now. So because of here, what is the velocity of the boat with respect to water given by VBW1, and what is the velocity of water with respect to ground given by VWG1. Understood? So started is getting from O along the direction of OE, but because of the flowing of water, where it can reach to B. So OB is a straight line path will be, so always shortest path. Always you have to remember, whenever a boat want to cross the river in the shortest path, then what happens? The boat has to go row of the stream by making an angle theta with the north. So now I want to calculate what is the time taken to cross the river. So actually now what happens? According to the triangle, when two actors are represented by two sides of a triangle taken in the same order, the closing side of the triangle taken in the reverse order represent the resultant vector. So what does it will give you? Velocity of the boat with respect to ground, that is given by VBG1. The velocity of which one? Boat with respect to ground. So now I want to calculate what is the value of VBG. So what is VBG value will be given by VBG1, velocity of boat with respect to ground, is equal to velocity of boat with respect to water plus which one? Velocity of water with respect to ground. What is the magnitude of this VBG value? For calculation of magnitude of this VBG value, can I apply the parallel formula? So this will be a hypotenuse. Here 90 degrees now. This will be a hypotenuse, and this is the opposite side. So what will get the value given by VWG? So velocity of boat. Sorry, this is VBW. VBW whole square is equal to, so VWG whole square, velocity of water with respect to ground plus velocity of boat with respect to ground. From this, which value you want to calculate? VBG value. So VBG value will be given by under root of VBW whole square minus VWG whole square. So this is the formula for velocity of boat with respect to which one? Ground. Understood? So what is the time taken by the boat to cross the river of width D? Time taken to calculate, always remember. So to calculate the time taken, distance traveled by velocity. If I consider distance is along OB, so I need to consider which velocity? VB. So what is the time taken to cross the river given by time taken is equal to distance by velocity. So what is the velocity value? That is given by VB. So what will get T is equal to D divided by, so root over VBG value will be given by VBG is equal to VBW whole square minus VWG whole square. So this is the formula for time taken. Understood? Next, what is the direction with which, what is the angle with which it should be row? So calculate the theta value. If I calculate the theta value, so what is the total angle made by the direction of the boat with respect to river flow? That can be also calculated. So this value. So this value also can be calculated. First let me calculate for theta. So calculating the theta, let us calculate and find out the triangle OAB. So in this triangle OAB, so let us get the sin theta. Opposite side value VWG, hypotenuse value VBW. So from the triangle, what is sin theta? Sin theta is equal to, so velocity of water with respect to ground divided by velocity of boat with respect to water. That is the formula for sin theta. From this sin theta, we can calculate the theta value. So theta value is equal to sin inverse of velocity of boat with respect to ground divided by velocity of boat with respect to water. Clear now? When I calculate the theta, what is the angle made by direction of the river flow with the, so direction of the boat with the river flow. So that value will become 90 plus 3. Sometimes they used to ask also. So what is the angle made by direction of river flow? Direction of boat moving with the river flow. That angle is given by 90 plus theta. So this is the first case which is related with the motion of the boat in a river across the river. Boat is crossing the across the river. Understood now? Next one is, in order to cross the river in the shortest time. Till now we discussed for shortest path, then now we discuss for shortest time. To cross the river in the shortest time. So let us consider the river. A width value given by d. Okay. Then in order to cross the river, this is a normal route. To cross the river in the shortest path, the boat has to go along the normal direction. That is given by velocity of boat with respect to water, VBW. So here, what is the velocity of water with respect to ground given by velocity of water with respect to ground is VW. Understood? Then the closing side of the triangle taken in the which order? Reverse order will represent which value? So V, the velocity of which one? Boat with respect to ground, VBW. Already we know VBG value. VBG bar will be equal to, so VB W bar plus which one? VWG bar. So velocity of boat with respect to water plus velocity of water with respect to ground. So actually boat started its journey from here. It want to travel along the direction O to E. But because of the flowing of water, it could not reach us to E. It will reach us to B. There will be a drift will be there. There is a displacement will be there. So the distance traveled by the boat along the direction of river flow. So that distance is called as drift. So let me call this value will be equal to x. If this value is equal to x, this value is equal to d. So this displacement value will become d square plus x square. D square plus x square. Here I can calculate the magnitude of VBG. Here which one are perpendicular? VBW and VWG are perpendicular. When both are perpendicular, the angle value 90 degrees. Then what is the magnitude is given by? So magnitude is equal to VBG whole square plus which one? VWG whole square. So this is the magnitude of which one? Velocity of boat with respect to ground. What is the time taken by the boat to cross the river? Time taken to calculate is distance. If I consider the along the direction OE, distance is given. The distance will be divided with the velocity along that direction. For example, if I consider O to B, the distance is root over d square plus x square. That time it will be divided with the VBG. So d divided by which one? B into G1. Sorry, this is B into W. Understood? Because along this direction, so B into W. This is the formula to calculate the time taken. Time taken can be also calculated. If I calculate time taken to go from A to B, so that time A to B distance value x divided by VW. Okay, now? So that is the time taken value. Similarly, what is the drift value I want to calculate? What is the meaning of drift? The distance traveled by the boat. Actually, boat want to reach to A, but it will reach to B. So what is the distance traveled? The distance value given by x. Distance traveled is equal to velocity of water with respect to ground into time t. So x value is equal to velocity of water with respect to ground into t value given by, so d divided by which one? VBW. So this is the formula for calculation of which one? Drift. What is drift? Distance traveled, horizontal distance traveled along the direction of river flow. Understood? So this is for calculation of, so far to cross the river, for a boat to cross the river in a shortest time. Understood? So time can be calculated. One thing I am telling you, time can be calculated. So if I consider along the direction AB, I should take velocity of which one? Velocity of boat with respect to water. If I take along the direction OB, so OB means which velocity I want to calculate. So velocity I want to consider is, that is VBG. If I consider AB, so if I consider, so this is the value of OA by, Next one AV. So AV divided by velocity of water with respect to any one you can use for calculation of time. Similarly, you can calculate the direction. So what is the angle made by line joining the final position of the boat with initial with the normal. So that angle we call it as theta. In this VWG value I know, VBW value I know. So this is opposite side, this is adjacent side. So then I can write it as tan theta. So what is tan theta is equal to VWG divided by VBW. By knowing tan theta we can calculate the theta. The theta will use as direction of reaching the boat. So this is how to calculate the crossing the river in two cases. First case is along the line of river flow. The second case is across the river. So two cases we calculate. Okay na? The next one, based on this relative velocity, one more concept to discuss. That is man in a river. Third case now. So this is for third one. For based on the relative velocity, a man in a river. Not river. So man in a rain. Already river case is completed now. Man in a rain. Similarly, actually last case what we discussed, motion of a boat in a river, same thing. So motion of a man is swimming in a river along the direction of river flow or opposite to direction of river flow or normal to the direction of river flow. That cases are same. So the next case is a man is there in a river. So let us suppose the rain is falling with a velocity VR bar and man is moving horizontally with a velocity VM bar. Now I want to calculate what is the relative velocity of rain with respect to man. The relative velocity of rain with respect to man is given by VR bar minus this one now VM bar. VR bar minus VM bar, relative velocity of rain with respect to man. To calculate the relative velocity, so you can take the help of vector addition. Find the negative vector of VM, add it to which one VM. So let us consider rain is falling with a constant velocity, VR value constant. Then the man can able to observe the velocity of rain is different. He can observe different velocities of rain when he is going with the different velocities. Even direction of the rain falling also he will observe differently. Sometimes he will observe the rain is moving forward direction, falling forward direction. Sometimes he will experience, so he will see rain is falling backward direction. Sometimes he will see, so rain is falling vertically. The direction of the rainfall appear is going to be changed because of the change in velocity of the man. Because here we are keeping VR value constant. So let us discuss on 4 cases based on this. First case. In this first case, let us suppose man is going horizontally with a velocity given by V and rain is falling vertically with a velocity given by VR. Now what I want to calculate, what is the relative velocity of rain with respect to man? To calculate the relative velocity, so let me calculate the negative vector of rain, that is given by minus VM. By taking minus VM bar and which one now? And minus VM bar and VR. I can extend like this also now. So this is also will indicate the VR bar. By taking VR bar and minus VM bar, this is the value of minus VM bar divided by. By 2 adjacent sides, if I construct one parallelogram, so diagonal will indicate the result. So this is the direction of this one now, VR. Whenever man is going with the velocity VM bar, rain is falling with the velocity VR bar. So what is the direction of the relative velocity of rain with respect to man? That is given by VR bar. Okay, here VM bar and VR bar both are mutually perpendicular. So what is the magnitude of VM or VRM? VR bar I can write as VR bar minus which one? VM bar. Right? From this, what is the magnitude of VRM is given by VR magnitude value will be given by root over VR square plus which one? VM square. Understood now? Because both are mutually perpendicular. So the person has to hold the umbrella in the direction of this one. If we hold the umbrella along this direction to protect from the rain. So let us suppose the angle made by this resultant velocity with horizontal, let me call it as alpha. Then what happened to tan alpha? Tan alpha value is equal to opposite side divided by adjacent side. So which is opposite side here is given by VR divided by which one? V. For example, angle made by this resultant velocity with vertical is beta. So then what I get the formula for tan beta? Tan beta value is equal to Vm divided by beta. Understood in this case? So man is going horizontally, rain is falling vertically. We calculated velocity of the rain with respect to man. Okay, so this is the first case. So second case. For example, rain is falling by making an angle theta. Let me consider this is a vertical. Okay. So if rain is falling by making an angle, this is the value of VR. It is making an angle theta with the vertical. By making an angle theta with which one? With the vertical. And man is moving horizontally. Here, let us suppose man is speed up. What is the difference between this case and this case? So if the man increases the speed, when man increases the speed, if the man is moving horizontally or speed up, the velocity of the man with respect to ground is, let me call it as Vm1. And rain is falling such that it is making an angle theta with the vertical. So that time, velocity of the rain is resolving into two components. So x component I will call it as x only, y component is y. Now what I want to calculate, relative velocity of the rain with respect to man, V r bar will be given by V r bar minus which one? V m1 bar. To calculate the relative velocity, so let me calculate the negative vector of Vm. So what is the negative vector of Vm? This is minus V. By taking Vm1 and Vr as two adjacent sides. So you can displace this vector to here. So I can write this Vm bar here also. By taking, this is the value which one now V minus Vm1. A vector can be displaced without changing in its direction. Then the resultant will be given by diagonal. So diagonal will indicate the resultant. So this is the value of which one now V R M bar. V R M bar. Understood? So for this man, the rain is appeared to be fall along the direction of which one? V R M bar. Understood? And always you have to remember the resultant of two vectors will be always in the plane of the two vectors only. And also it will be close to the vector of greater magnitude. Out of VR and Vm bar, Vm1 bar, if VR is greater than Vm1, the resultant is there na Vrm bar, it is closer to Vm. Let us suppose this resultant is making an angle beta with which one vertical. So that time what is the formula for tan theta? Tan theta is equal to, so tan theta is equal to x divided by y. What is x and what is y? X is the horizontal component of velocity of rain and y is the vertical component of velocity of rain. So then what happens? What is the formula for tan theta? So tan theta value will be given by tan theta is equal to here this value. This total value will be given by x. Here to here the value is, this is the value of Vm1. Then what will get answer? X minus Vm1 divided by which one now? Y. So this is the value of beta. What is beta here? Angle made by direction of rain falling with the vertical direction. So in this case, how rain is appeared to be falling? So rain is when man is moving horizontally by with some velocity, the rain is appeared to be fall like this. Understood? So this is for second case. Now for example, still man speed up. Still man speed up means which value will increase? Vm1 value increase. When Vm1 increases, then what happened to resultant velocity direction? It will move towards where? Towards the vertical direction. So that time what will happen? Let us see the remaining two cases of velocity of rain. What about the third case? If man still speed up. So already last case we discussed. This is a vertical direction. So rain is falling. This velocity will be given by Vr bar. But this time man is speed up. So Vm2 bar velocity of man with respect to ground. Because of increase in which one Vm2 bar, so negative Vm2 bar also increase. So that time the resultant velocity will be given by, this is the direction of Vrm2 bar. Which one? Vrm2 bar. So what is the value of Vrm2 bar is equal to V R M2 bar is equal to V R bar minus which one? V M2 bar. So how rain is appeared to be falling? Rain is appeared to be falling vertically when man's speed up is velocity. So that is third case. Similarly, we can discuss one more case. If man still speed, then what happened to Vm2 bar? Still increase. That time what happened to resultant velocity will move towards where? Vm. So in this case also what I am considering, this is a vertical direction. So here is a horizontal. Now rain is falling with the velocity will be given by V R bar. But man is moving with a high speed. So that velocity let me call it as Vm2 bar. So that time what happened? Vm2 bar is there means, so here also will be increase. So this is the value of minus Vm2 bar. Vm2 bar. Understood? Here Vm2 bar is moving high. Generally, how can we represent the vector can be represented with a directional line segment. If the length of the line segment is more means, so velocity is that magnitude of the vector is more. Otherwise it is less. Since Vm2 bar is greater, then this is the minus Vm2 bar. By taking these two as two adjacent sides, so this will indicate the direction of the resultant. So this value will be given by V R M. So already 2 we have taken, I will call it as Vm3 bar. Here also Vm3 bar. This is the direction. So if I go angle made by rain with how vertical is theta. So this value will be given by x, this value will be given by y. So what is the value of V R M3 bar value? V R M3 bar value is equal to how much? Will be equal to V R bar minus of which one? V M3. Understood? And similarly, what is the formula for tan theta? Tan theta is equal to x divided by y. Theta is the angle made by VR with vertical. If the resultant velocity is making an angle beta with the vertical. So what is the value of tan beta? To calculate the tan beta value, this total value is how much? V and 3. This value is equal to how much? X. I want to calculate this one. So that is given by V M3 minus x divided by which one? 1. From this all discussion, based on the velocity of man, so he can able to observe, so rain is falling in different velocities and different direction. Sometimes rain may appear to be falling forward direction, backward direction or along vertical direction. So this is the man in a river, man in a rain case. This is also concept of which is based on relative velocity. So these are the concepts of the chapter vectors. Only we completed one half part of the motion in a plane. So two parts are there. First part is of vectors. Now we completed vectors. In the next class, so we will continue the numericals of the vectors. Then after completion of that only, so then we start the remaining part of motion in plane. Okay now? So today class based on the relative velocity, very important concept for any competitive exams. Go through clearly. Thank you.